you're a filmmaker or any type of creative, it's only a matter of time until you face some type of burnout. And for me, this past month has been pretty intense. I've had a lot of long film days, a lot of travel days. Sometimes it just wears on you. As a creative mind, you support your family on your creativeness. You wake up every day and you find yourself just staring at the computer screen, trying to come up with new ideas. And I've been there many other times in the past. This isn't my first burnout, and if you are a filmmaker or someone who creates for a living, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And so we all deal with burnout in different ways. For some of us, it's spending time with friends and family, taking a walk, even just working on a passion project that you've been putting off, doing something for yourself creatively. Sometimes that can even help to break that burnout cycle and just help you feel creative again. But for me, one of the best things that I've found lately that kind of just refreshes my mind and gets me back on track with what I need to be doing is just to get out and focus on my fitness. Throughout my whole life, I've ran cross country in high school. I was a motocross racer myself at one point. So you have to stay fit to be able to do these things. But as I've gotten older and business has taken over and family life has taken over, it gets a little hard to stay locked into that mode. And you definitely don't take as much care of yourself when you're busy. But I've found that the more that I can spend time on my fitness and just getting out into the world and trying hard things, doing hard things, it just makes me feel like that much more of a confident businessman, confident filmmaker, and creative mind altogether. I'm by no means the fittest person, and I probably actually enjoy way too many beers sometimes, but you know what? Life's all about balance, and that's okay. You don't have to be training for an Ironman or becoming a professional athlete to stay fit and stay fresh. And so I've been running early in the mornings lately, and the reason I run early is because I live here in Florida and pretty much it just becomes hell outside by 11 a.m. So you have to get things done early in the morning, but I think that's actually kind of helped me out because it's a good way to start my day with a win. And whether it's going out for a run, going to the gym, or whatever, I can knock that out early, come back and get started on work with a fresh mind without feeling like I've been sitting around staring at my computer all morning. And it's a good way to stack those wins and keep the momentum going for the day when you finally do sit down to work. Another reason that I've kind of dove into fitness a little more lately is just for the simple reason that I work with a lot of athletes and a lot of professionals in sports. So I find that it's good to just stay fit for the industry that I'm in. And for me, I work with a lot of professional motocross athletes and endurance guys. So they're always cycling, running, and I feel like it's just a good way to relate to them. I'm going out on projects and I can hang with them with the camera all day long because I don't feel like I'm overweight and out there dying in the sun and the heat of Florida. And it's also good just on a relatability standpoint. Like, I feel like by me being fit and me pushing myself, I can relate to what they're going through as athletes a lot of times. And I just don't think that there are that many like out of shape, lazy filmmakers these days because this job is demanding. You're always carrying around loads of gear, hundreds of pounds of gear, and it's a hot day usually and you're sweating. And if you're out of shape and you can't hang with that, then you're probably not going to continue to get hired on the projects that you want to work on because someone's going to see that. They're going to see that you can't do half the work of someone who takes care of themselves and has good habits in their life. And it really shows. You might not think it does, but it really shows when you're able to be fit, take initiative, and do more in your life and in your career because you're making good choices and building good habits. It's also just good to live a little life. I mean, getting outside of your house, it's so easy as filmmakers to just sit in the dark all the time and film videos or edit videos. Like, I cannot tell you the amount of time I spend just sitting in the dark editing a video for like 10 hours some days. It's unbelievable what that can do to your mind. And luckily, being here in Florida, I'm able to get outside, get plenty of sunlight when I'm done with that, and just experience life. Go on a run, get scared because you're 3 miles away in the middle of nowhere and no one's around. Like, it's cool to get out there and scare yourself, do new things, push yourself, and the next thing you know, I think it's going to really play into your career and what you're able to accomplish as a filmmaker. I think my goal right now is I really want to get in good enough shape to run a 5K pretty soon. And to say that I've been running 5Ks, I think the most I'm up to is like 5 miles right now, but I want to actually race a 5K pretty soon. And back in the day, I was a lot faster of a runner than I am now. So it's actually pretty disheartening to get out there and run significantly slower than I know what my times used to be, but nonetheless, it's still fun to get out there and just push yourself and try to meet new times and new goals. And so yeah, running's kind of become a little bit of an addiction for me lately. I've been putting in about 10 miles a week recently, and I'm trying to get back to the point where I can run a sub 30-minute 5K. Sub 30-minute 5K is nothing spectacular by any means, especially considering that I used to have a 20-minute 5K when I was 18 years old. So anyway, we're on the journey back to a decent pace right now. It's a struggle. I'm dying out there every time, but we are locking back in, and we're gonna try and get that sub 30-minute 5K pretty soon. I'll keep you guys posted on that if you're interested, but for now, hopefully this video helps someone out there who's dealing with creative block right now. The best way I like to explain it is like writer's block. If you're sitting in a classroom and you're trying to write a story and you just cannot make the words come out onto the page, that's literally the same thing. Creative block is just sitting here and you just feel mentally paralyzed, like you cannot come up with an idea to save your life. And I found that as soon as I get out, move my body a little bit, sweat a little, the next thing I know, all of my ideas come flowing back in and we're good to go again. Hopefully this video helps someone out there, at least one person who's dealing with creative block, and because it sucks, and I've been there way too many times myself, and I pretty much just spent all of last week dealing with it myself. So I know how it feels, it sucks, but get out there and move a little bit. Hopefully that helps you to reset your mind, refresh, get a little sunlight, you know, sweat a little bit, and you should be back to normal. And if any of you guys are runners on here, let me know in the comments what you're doing to get faster or what kind of races you're training for, or just drop some running tips in the comments, because your boy's trying to get faster and it's a long process. And I've discovered lately that the only way to do it is to run, and you can't cut any corners. Running is very unforgiving, and you just have to do the damn thing. So anyway, get out there. Appreciate you watching. We'll catch you in the next one.